All departments need to be cleared of any and all projects and materials deemed necessary to the mission immediately. This is not a drill. Department heads need to meet me in the machine room as soon as all subordinate personnel have been evacuated. It was always just a matter of time before they found us.
Gleason!
What's going on?
We don't have any time. We're under attack. I need you two to help me get the machine ready and load it up for transport.
Transport? Oh, so much for that time off.
This is no time for jokes.
Who could be attacking us?
Well, with Murphy's long history of pissing the wrong people off, it could be just about anyone. We'll get more information from her once we can rendezvous at the new extraction point. Just start unplugging those wires over there. Carefully.
Gleason, there's been an attack on the systems on our end. We can still take all of the mechanical devices, but the electronics are screwed beyond belief.
That's fine. Leave anything that's connected to the internet and get all the raw materials and the most necessary tools out ASAP.
Whoa, wait. What about Michael and Daphne? Won't they be stuck in the past if we just up and leave everything?
They'll be permanently stuck there if the machine is destroyed. I tried to have the librarian relay a message to their earpieces to explain everything, but when I last heard from her, it still hadn't gone through. All we can do now is hope they don't get themselves killed before we can get to a safe place to bring them home. Help me pick this thing up.
I'll get the door.
When the things you seek have been lost to time, look no further. We can go get them. We're Murphy's Inc. Murphy's Inc. is not responsible for time paradoxes, historical retaliation, or other risks related to the delivered artifact. Any inquiries regarding the company's liability or tax information will be answered in time. Previously on Murphy's Inc., a trial was held to deliver the verdict on Eric the Red's past deeds. Michael and Daphne tried to conjure up a game plan to steal the set stalker from Thorgest so they can finally make their way back home. In the present, with their base of operations compromised, the rest of the team face a threat unlike any they've faced before. Most of them, at least.
There are a lot of things in this world that we humans have no business knowing about. Dark matter, the mass of the Higgs boson, and what happens inside of a black hole, just to name a few. While we do owe a lot to the great minds before us, we also got a lot of help from up above. Aliens in this case. At least that's what that alarm means. Unfortunately, these aren't the small gray kind that shoot death rays from their flying saucers. And they won't be stopped with peanut butter candies. Things tend to go wrong at the worst times around here. Especially when Murphy bites off more than she can chew.
That traitorous Vicari!
Eric, you were going to have your new crewman attempt to save you from your fate? And you took the set stalker?
No! Michael showed up without my knowledge. I admit I would have gladly taken his aid in fighting you three vultures with the aid of my set stalker. But he ran off and left me. Dishonorable dog of Svalbard!
That set stalker has been in my possession long enough to be considered my property, Eric. I'll gladly fight you for it after we find the coward and... I don't know. Give him the Blood Eagle?
Huh. So you're offering a truce?
If the council will allow it.
As long as you keep the property damage to a minimum, I'll allow it.
I'd love to see you two go at it before Eric gets sent away. But remember to keep your wits about you. That Michael has moves I've never even thought of trying before.
So, you red bastard. Truce?
Truce. Let's go show that thief why you never mess with Thunder and Thorgest and Eric the Red.
Ugh, it's just like when they were young lads again. But I'm gonna need a drink to get through this one.
I'm right behind you.
Murphy! I got everyone evacuated. What's going on?
They're making their move. Sylvia's compromised.
They? Oh no. What do we do?
They'll be after two things, the device and me. We only have time to save one, and unfortunately, I seem to be listed as higher importance than the machine.
You can't be serious. There has to be some way to get you out in time.
No such luck. If you and the others don't clear out, you'll get caught too.
I don't see how that makes
You
any...
can run all the calculations you want, but you'll never figure out something you were never meant to understand in the first place.
Fine. There's no stopping you once your mind is made up.
Don't take it personally. Just remember, we'll always have Project Osiris, right?
It really has been a pleasure working with you all these years, ma'am.
Likewise, my friend. Likewise. Now, do me a favor and get out of here already. I do love a sprinkle of extra-dimensional terror in my morning coffee. Adds a little spice, if you know what I mean. Still, it makes me wonder. All those years ago, when I found that thing stuck waist-deep in a bed of slag and rock, it seemed like fate. All the stars had aligned to bring me this destiny of mine. What a lucky woman I was. But I've been alive long enough to realize that there is no such thing as luck. Everything has its reasons, a cause to its effect. Tell me, why did you lead me to it? And why have you waited so long to show up again? Oh, come on, you underestimate me. I can see you there. Show yourself.
For how long did you know?
You didn't have to make Sylvia say that. You knew I'd take notice. Now, I ask again, what took you so long to contact me?
Irrelevant. What matters is that you have been contacted.
Can I ask the purpose of this visit, or are you going to be annoyingly vague like last time?
We have seen your progress. We are pleased with the path on which you take, though we would be remiss not to mention some of our concerns.
And why should I care about your concerns? It's not like you care about us. You're just worried about the device.
Correct. But the fact stands that your species are currently the ones in possession of the device. Forcing it away from you would upset the delicate balance we've built. Better to be a guiding force rather than a conquering one. And there is something of note you must know.
Oh, something of note? Care to tell me then? I'm sure we've got plenty of time to chat.
You know, Murphy's gotten increasingly secretive these past few years. I'm sure that statement is almost a given to anyone who's met her, but trust me when I say that she wasn't always as tight-fisted. To this day, I still wonder what changed, what they told her.
Michael. Michael. Michael?
Why won't these stupid things work? I thought Gleason said he'd upgraded them or whatever. The old backpack design never did this.
What were you still doing there? I thought I told you to wait at Thorgest's.
I'm sorry. It's just The trial was so interesting that I just couldn't help it.
Daphne? We'll talk about it later. Here, let me see that thing. Did you make sure it switched all the way on?
Of course I tried that already. The green light's on, but there's no signal coming through.
Vargas, find the dog.
Damn it. We should have made time to test it before the jump. I think I heard something over here.
We didn't have the time. I guess we'll just have to keep trying it until it decides to work.
Assuming Eric and Thorgus don't find us and gut us like fish before then.
It's lucky we were able to find an unlocked door. It's wild to think that the entire town is over at Thorgus.
It ain't much, but luck's all we've got right about now.
You know, I consider myself a
Where are
pretty
you?
lucky girl.
Shh. Hold that thought. They're right outside.
You there, go down to the docks. They can't have gone far. Search every corner of the town. Let the people know that thieves are on the loose.
Already done. The sentries have closed the gates as well. They're not getting out unless they brought the entire army of Svalbard with them.
We rounded up a couple of the best dogs in the village to sniff them out. It won't be long until we've caught up with those con artists.
Excellent. Now it's only a matter of time until they're caught. It's a good old-fashioned manhunt, boys. Follow me.
We have to leave out the back. There should be an alley a little bit north of here that we should be able to sneak through.
Lead on, but I'll handle the sneaking from now on, Mr. Conspicuous.
It would have gone off without a hitch if Eric hadn't blown my cover.
I haven't done any cardio in weeks. What happens if we can't run anywhere else? The city exit's closed off. We're like fish in a... Is that a... I thought we weren't messing with the timeline.
I only plan on using it if we have no other choice. I'm not trying to die out here in Viking land, are you?
How'd you even get that past Gleason? You wouldn't happen to have another one of those, would you?
Thought you didn't like guns.
I can set aside a moral objection during a life or death situation if I want.
Right. Sturdy convictions you've got there. Unfortunately, I didn't grab another one, so...
I've got some ale.
Let's find an axe or something you can use.
Where are you?
We'll need all the help we can get if those two muscleheads catch us.
Oh yeah, I bet there are just tons of axes laying out in the open.
Hold on. There's a shortcut through here. Come on.
Ow! You're going to pull my arm out of the socket. I can tell my left from my right, Jarhead.
All right. Hopefully this will buy us some time. Here, help me move this furniture in front of the door.
Fine. Do you really think it's a good idea to hide out in the inn? It's like the only place in town to hang out.
It's empty now, isn't it? It's the last place they'll think to look for a couple of fugitives.
Fair enough. Plus, I can get into the innkeeper's private booze stash.
What could be going wrong this time?
It's pretty self-explanatory, Michael. They got mad that we stole their god stick. What more of an explanation do you need?
I'm not talking about them. I mean back at HQ. I mean, what are the odds that Gleason's tech would just stop working at the worst possible time? I guess his damned 8-ball isn't so lucky after all.
Machines always fail at some point. Come on, how many times have we had to update Sylvia these last few weeks?
Yeah, that was annoying. Do you think that might have something to do with it?
Maybe, but that's a question for Gleason. Ooh, what do you say to a drink? Might be the last time I get to try some authentic Viking mead. Ever.
Just make sure you're alert enough in case we have to fight. I'll keep working on the barricade. Keep checking our earpiece in case they manage to get in touch with us.
Sir, yes, sir.
Hurry up! Get the quantum parsing up next to the neutron separation matrix.
Quantum parsing.
Huh?
Afterwards, position the pneumatic demoleculizer downwards at 15 degrees facing west.
Demoleculizer.
And don't forget...
Can you repeat that just a bit slower, please?
15 degrees west. Done.
Good. We've got a connection. All we need is power. Damn. I don't think this old bunker's holding anything but dust and cobwebs.
Wait a minute. I've been in this area before. There's a power station nearby, and if we can, I don't know, siphon some energy from it, we might be able to get enough power to...
Yes, good idea. Both of you, take these batteries and get going. We're past our due date, and the faster we get our agents out, the better.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So are we setting up now? Or do you need us to grab some raw, unprocessed nuclear material while we're at it?
Actually, that would be ideal. If you could go find...
Oh, I'm absolutely dying to help. But you see, I've got about 36 clients who are about this close to kicking down the proverbial door and murdering me, so I swear to...
Hey, Philippe, your employees are looking for you.
Hard. Just the excuse... I mean, woman I was looking for.
Sure. Get going. What's going on, Gleason? Be straight with me.
Well, I don't know, Hart. Miss Murphy just told me
lie.
that...
Murphy wouldn't kick us out without telling you, of all people, the reason.
I'm telling you, Hart. I know just as much as you do as to why this is happening. I got a call from her telling me to pack everything up and get going. She sounded pretty serious, so I didn't think twice.
I've never known you not to think about something before doing it. But fine. Where am I setting up? It's crowded in here.
Over by the double doors. There's some good ventilation for your forge.
Thanks.
You could have notified me earlier, Gleason. I was only able to bring a few of my books, and besides that, this place doesn't look too suitable for learning.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Besides, we've got computers, and the internet's a decent place to look for information.
Decent is an overstatement. I assume you want me to relay more messages to our agents in the meantime?
Yes, we'll set it up after we get the time machine functional. For now, there's a spot over at the south end of the room that doesn't get any light. You can set up there, but be ready when the interns get back.
Of course.
I really hope you know what you're doing, Murphy. God, I hope you know what you're doing.
Damn it, they found us. I assume we're a no-go on our devices?
Yep.
Look, not saying I'm going to use it, but if Jason Erickson happens to stop existing in the future, let's keep our lips shut, all right?
Not a bad idea.
Is that...
Our defunct set stalker. Probably not the best weapon, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah, fair enough.
You're not going to grab anything?
I'll improvise.
Thorgest! They're in here! Grab an axe! You two, get everyone else!
Hey, I know we're getting out of this alive, but just in case, I need to tell you
Don't care. Hide over on that side of the door and we whack them when they come in.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, we're almost in! Put your back into it, Thorgest! I am!
You see him?
No! Come out, ya para-rogger!
Right behind you.
Eric! You!
Hey?
August.
Was that supposed to hurt?
No, this will, though.
I'll kill you, Michael of Svalbard!
Good luck.
I thought of you as a friend, Michael. I suppose Loki finds a way to trick everyone.
left your legs wide open.
Nope. Ain't working on me a second time.
Good job. You got one of us.
One?
One.
You think that hurt me, you son of a...
Crap, he's still up. 8-ball.
Hey, thanks for that.
No problem. I broke our fake set stalker, though.
Well, I had no use for it anyway. Also, your earpiece sounded off.
Yep. Keep an eye on the big guy. Hello? Gleason, you there?
Gleason is currently finalizing preparations for the machine. Do you have the set stalker?
Yeah, we're good to go.
Excellent. He has just informed me that you are clear to come back.
Great. We'll be there right away. Michael?
Move, and my axe slits his neck. Understood?
Yeah.
Now, we talk. You two came to take my set stalker. Why?
We didn't...
No lies, or else he dies.
Fine.
Daphne, don't.
We are agents of the Norn.
What?
To claim yourself a bringer of fate. Ha! I thought you followed your partner's life. I suppose if you...
Wait! I can prove it.
You have until I blink to prove that you're a messenger of fate herself.
The ground. You see the black sphere next to Michael's head? That's how we communicate to them.
What does this have to do with my set stalker?
The set stalker is of great importance. Without it, we, cannot prevent Ragnarok.
Oh my god.
This is ridiculous. The rest will be here shortly. You will face...
And bring the wrath of fate down upon you? Here. I'm unarmed, and if you don't like what I have to say, you can arrest us. Or whatever it is you do. Okay?
I can kill both of you. And I won't hesitate.
I know. So, we have a deal?
Fine. One chance.
Thank you. I'm going to summon the Norn. I'd appreciate it if you didn't drop the axe on my partner's head.
Get on with it!
All right. Their words of wisdom are shared with us through this window in the sphere. See?
What are you showing me? I don't understand any of these runes.
Runes? No, it says... Oh.
Well, if this act is all over, I'll just...
Sylvia? What? Yes! What is your command, almighty Norn?
She speaks in words I do not understand. What is this sorcery?
A result of an endless pursuit of power. You do not know your limits as a species. And once you do, it will already be too late.
They command you to drop your weapon in the name of all gods, old and new.
I obey. My arm! What did you do to me?
Michael, you...
No time. Earpiece, now.
Got it. We're back! Oh my god, we're back! Wait, what the hell happened with the machine?
This isn't the base. Where are we?
Right this way, gentlemen. please watch your heads. We're working with a little less space than usual.
I hear Gleason heading this way. Maybe he can give us some answers.
Quick, hand me the set stalker. And put the gun away.
Right.
You'd better have a good reason for dragging me all the way out to the middle of nowhere, son. We're going to miss our reservation at the country club.
I'm sure you'll appreciate this, Dad. At least you should. Isn't that right,
Gleason, Mr. Erickson. Miss Murphy extends her sincerest apologies, but she had to deal with a last-minute family emergency.
Don't care. This better have been worth it.
I'm sure you won't be disappointed, sir. And here are our intrepid agents. I hope the trip wasn't too taxing on you two.
It, certainly was an experience. That is the nicest thing I can say about it.
But we've got your set stalker right here. Looks good as new, huh?
See, Dad? I told you I was just getting it restored, but that's just the trustworthy kind of son I am. I would never do something as irresponsible as losing it.
What the hell am I looking at?
Isn't that your family's prized heirloom, the set stalker of Eric the Red?
I don't know what kind of historical society you all claim to be, but this is not my great.
Dad,
great.
Stop. Nobody cares. They know how far back he lived.
What's wrong with it? It looks perfect to me.
Perfect? My family's prize set stalker was Odin's spear, not Thor's hammer.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Oh, there must have been a mix-up. It's a small mistake. I'm sure if you gave us another couple of days...
The only small mistake here was my lazy, good-for-nothing son. You thought you could pull one over on me?
Dad!
Now listen here. I may be a bit long in the tooth, but I'm no fool. These people are clearly professionals. A good group of them, too, if they managed to rig this convincing knockoff. Maybe if you'd been more responsible, Jason, we wouldn't have needed them in the first place.
Yeah, well, they couldn't hold up their end of the bargain, so soon I'll own these professional failures.
If you would have paid attention to something other than those models you wine and dine with my money...
Don't get started on this again. I'll just replace the stupid set stalker with the money from the lawsuit.
It's called a set stalker, and you won't be suing them for anything. It was my property that was lost, and my money that paid for the replacement, so this business is between myself and this company,
Murphy's Inc.
Murphy's Inc. As far as I'm concerned, they owe me a prized artifact for a job done miserably. I won't cash it in just yet, but my people will be in touch. Jason, we're leaving.
Really? That's it?
Right. You're grounded.
Grounded?
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 For a month.
A whole month?
It'll be a year if we have to keep your mother waiting any longer.
After every mission, the agents like to get a shower in and indulge themselves with good food and expensive drinks. The rest of the departments usually go home to their friends and loved ones. If you ever found yourself wandering the halls after the machines powered down and the celebrations are over, you'd find me working hard to make sure we have as few mishaps as possible. Just because anything can go wrong doesn't mean we can't be prepared for it. This last Sylvia attack proved we have a lot more work to do before we can consider ourselves safe. The work is never finished, but when everything's quiet down here, I find myself enjoying it more often than not.
Well, for better or worse, that's another job in the books. thought I'd never feel this clean again.
We didn't die surrounded by Norsemen, and we're not being sued by a multimillionaire.
Billionaire. It sounds like a win until you say it like that.
I'm willing to call it a draw, but something still feels off. It's almost like we're forgetting something.
You're just not used to being in this new base. Although, I will admit, it feels so cramped being in this dinky little warehouse.
Dinky? These two warehouses combined are almost 200,000 square feet of space we have to work with.
Dinky. Murphy usually has more style when it comes to this sort of thing. This is like going from the Ritz to a slaughterhouse. Oh God, wait. Did anybody grab our stuff from the old place?
The interns brought what they could from your offices, and luckily for you, we should only be here temporarily until we can get back on our feet.
Speaking of, I haven't seen anyone since we got back. Why didn't Murphy want to debrief us?
That's a good point. I haven't seen Hart, Philippe, or anyone else.
Everyone's off until next week. Murphy thought they all deserved it. Plus, it gives me time to get everything set up for our next couple of missions.
And where exactly is the boss?
She's fine. She just, had to make sure nobody followed her before she met us here. She'll be back and sending you two off on more adventures before you know it.
Great. Any word on when she gets back?
Oh, you know Murphy. She'll be here after she's finished her business back at the old HQ. Also, don't you two have to get going before that restaurant you like so much closes?
Oh, you're right. Where does the time go? Come on, Jarhead. I've been craving an authentic mushroom carbonara for centuries. Thanks, Gleason. Have a good night.
May your waters be calm and your wind stay steady.
Wait, what did you just say?
Michael, come on.
Okay. No need to drag me around. You're stronger than you look, you know.
Oh, hey! Did either of you happen to see my old holy 8-ball? They're already gone. I wonder what ended up happening to it.
Hey, NQ. What's that orb you've been pondering over there?
It's the answer to all our problems, lad. A gift from the gods to guide us in these trying times.
More meat?
No, you drunken oaf. Knowledge from beyond. Here, ask me anything.
With Eric gone and Thorgus wounded, who should take over as the new leader of the land?
Oh my, it says that it has chosen me to lead the people.
I didn't hear it say anything.
You can't read these runes. Only a chosen one of the Norn can glean their meaning.
Well, that makes sense. If you're going to be leader, though, I want to be second in command.
Well, done.
Looks like my waters are calm and my winds are staying steady.
I like that. If that's not already a thing, we should make that a thing.
It's official. The new Grand Hearser has spoken. Another round for everybody.
Not going to lie, it feels good to kick back after all that happened.
You taking a break? I'm starting to feel like we grabbed the wrong Michael out of the time stream.
Hey, everyone's got their limit. I'm just a bit more resilient than most. Also, I'm not sure you're the right Daphne either. You haven't mentioned me pulling my gun on a Viking.
I was, but I figured it's probably why we're still alive at the moment.
Hey, don't short sell yourself. You did fine.
Fine. That just makes me feel great.
Well, you didn't mess up the mission. That's a solid fine in my book.
And what would be a good in Michael's book?
Well, for starters, you could...
Welcome back to Herser Ingrid's. May I take your orders?
This is an Italian place, right?
Italian-Scandinavian fusion.
Huh. Weird. Well, I suppose I'll order the mushroom carbonara with authentic Icelandic seasonings and sides? Is this a new menu?
No. It's been here since we opened. And, you.
Some nice chicken fingers.
Are you serious? Here. Where's your class?
What? It says that custom orders are accommodated.
But... You know what? I quit.
What?
What?
I quit. I can't handle you always coming in here and ordering slop from a high-class establishment. I have stood by and watched this travesty of taste for far too long. I quit. Congratulations, sir. You've done what thousands in student loans couldn't do. You've broken me.
Anyway, are we gonna talk about the whole Sylvia thing? Like her popping up where there was literally zero...
Later. Right now, I just want some good, hot food.
They never told us their names. Those things are strictly business. We do, however, know a precious little about them. First, they're definitely not human. I think that much is obvious. More interestingly, though, is their attraction to our technology. Why is this important? Well, here's the thing. Never, not once have they ever spoken to us. Not directly, at least. They always use some device nearby that's capable of communicating in our languages, whether that be a TV, a calculator, or Sylvia. This tells me one thing. Either they don't want to talk to us directly, or they can't. My bet is on the latter. So what does it all mean? In short, we're dealing with something that we don't understand, and quite possibly were never meant to comprehend. No matter how hard we try. Beings that are separated from us by not only a physical barrier, but a dimensional one as well. The big question, however, is this. What do they want from us?
Murphy's Inc. was created by Milliam Chan. This episode was written by Austin Dye and Tara Eon. Directed by Mark Helton and Tara Eon. Produced by Milliam Chan, Mark Helton, James Devereaux Lewis, Austin Dye, and Tara Eon. Audio editing and effects by Joe Bly with Kiana Music. Original music by Louis Palfrey. Special thanks from the production team to their families for their support and understanding throughout the development of this show. This episode featured the voice talents of Kirsty Harrison as Murphy, Jenny Helton as Daphne, Shandon Loring as Michael, Mark C. Helton as Gleason, Carrie Hampton as Hart, Quinn Cafferata Jenkins as Philippe, Kaz Chandler as the librarian, Stephanie Bauman as Intern 1, James Devereaux Lewis as Intern 2, Caitlin Cole as the server, with Anita Kelly as Sylvia, Tyrus Rayner as the sailor, Catherine Hampton as the innkeeper, Angel Kabarlak as Thorgest, Jeff Moore as Jason, Joe Bly as Eric the Red and Jason's father. And I'm Connor Howard, your announcer. This series is proudly produced by 97 to Now Productions. For more information about the show, please visit our website. Tune in next season as Murphy's Inc. continues.
Television Network.